When you're the son of LeBron James, arguably the greatest basketball player to ever live, you're expected to dominate everywhere you go at every level you play at in the basketball world, including college and the pros. But in terms of Bronny James, his son, his oldest son, this has not been how it's turned out, and it's been kind of depressing to watch Bronny play in his freshman season at USC. In 19 and a half minutes per game, he's only averaging 5 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 2.4 assists on 37% from the field and 27% from three. I will admit that his defense has been really good at times, and he's looked good on the defensive end, but in terms of offensive production and looking forward to the next level at the NBA level, Bronny just doesn't seem to have it yet to make that level. And obviously there's a lot of pressure on him because his dad has been saying for years how he wants to play with his son at some point, and everyone wants Bronny to jump into the NBA next season after his first year of university to be able to play with his dad. But unfortunately, this is not looking good because averaging 5 points a game on a USC team that is not bad but not amazing either is rather subpar. And if you're looking at Bronny's NBA chances, it's really not looking good for this next season. Now, I do think that he has shown flashes in his game. I think he could get to that level someday after maybe his sophomore or even junior season. But as of right now, it just hasn't looked good for Bronny to make the NBA or at least even the G League next season. The problem with this is that LeBron has been hyping up Bronny for so long, even going as far as to say in high school that he could even make an NBA roster at that point, and that there was players that were worse than Bronny when he was still in high school. But obviously this hasn't translated to the college level, and obviously the NBA is an even higher level of basketball than even college. So to look at Bronny and say that he is an NBA prospect right now would be a flat out lie. No player averaging 5 points a game in college has ever made the NBA that same season. And I like Bronny a lot. I think that he's going to be a good player. And after all the issues that he's had with his heart and all the health issues that he's had, I am rooting for him. And I think that he's a good kid who has a good work ethic, and obviously he has the right genes and the people around him to make himself successful. However, I want to see him play at least one more year in college, if not two, to be able to become the best version of himself before he gets thrown into the NBA, because it would be much more beneficial for him to be playing significant minutes at USC rather than being sitting on an NBA bench while his dad plays for that same team, but he never gets an opportunity to actually grow and develop his skills. And if he gets sent down to the G League, then his dad will be unhappy. And of course, there's going to be a big publicity thing about that. So staying in college is obviously his best option as a basketball player, but it'll be hard for him to do that because of the promise that he had to his dad that he was going to come play with his dad at some point in his dad's career. And his dad is 38 years old and on the back half of his career, so there isn't much time for Bronny to come into the NBA and not much time for him to waste at USC before doing that if he wants to play with his dad. But the thing is, if LeBron wants what's best for Bronny as a basketball player, which he seems to, as he's been very supportive of Bronny throughout all these years and it seems to be a really good dad, he'll let Bronny stay in college at least one more year, because if the flashes that we've seen from Bronny can continue into next year and Bronny can continue to develop his game, he can come in after his sophomore or junior season of college and honestly be a solid player in the NBA. I don't know if he'll ever be a star in the league, but I do think that he has the potential to be a solid 3-and-D player and eventually turn into a guy that can get some significant minutes on a solid basketball team. And I think that he plays the right way and obviously has a great head on his shoulders in terms of basketball IQ and the right people feeding him information in the basketball world. So he will be successful at one point in his career. However, I just don't think that he has what it takes right now to make an NBA roster. For me, it's not even the most concerning that he's only averaging 5 points a game, because he is a freshman and is only getting about 19 minutes per game and has shown streaks. But it's the fact that in those minutes, he's only shooting 37% from the field and 27% from the three-point line. And if he's going to make an impact even at USC, he has to be able to shoot the ball efficiently. And if you're a 3-and-D player that isn't shooting well from three, and your defense at certain points is lackluster, there's a lot of criticism that you're going to face, and that kind of player is not going to make it at the next level. So he really does have to just work hard, get back, and really fine-tune his shot and his mechanics to be able to be a consistent three-point shooter at the college level before he can expect to make the NBA level. But let me know what you think in the comments down below about Bronny. Will he make the NBA next year, or will he make the NBA in 2025 or 2026? Will he be a star, a starter, or where do you see his role being in the NBA? Anyways, God bless you all. I hope you have an amazing day. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to make sure that we can get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of March. God bless you.